Welcome to qnawire.
Okay, we are interested in benzaldehyde and ethyl propyl ketone. That is a ketone, the propyl group on one side and an ethyl group on the other. And we want to know the possible products of the aldol-dehydration reaction. So the first thing we need to do is identify alpha carbons and alpha protons. There's an alpha proton there, and there's an alpha proton here. We know that each possible alpha proton, supposing it's not chemically identical to the other, will give us a different product. Now, we have no alpha protons on benzaldehyde, so we don't have to consider those, any variability due to what's on benzaldehyde. So now we've got to consider what we get when we deprotonate this proton and what we get when we deprotonate that proton. So there's a trick for these benzaldehyde or for these aldol dehydration reactions, and it is simply this. You find your alpha proton, right? And then you look at the carbonyl that's going to be attacked by the enolate should that alpha proton be deprotonated. And by that I mean, okay, by that I mean, should you end up with this, right? Because we know that once we form this enolate, it's going to attack that carbonyl, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so we consider the alpha proton here. And then we look at the carbonyl on the other side, and we cut this in half. We cut this off, and then we can glue the rest of this molecule to the alpha carbon. What I mean by that is we're going to end up with the following. After doing the, following the mechanism all the way through the reaction, the final product will in fact just be this benzaldehyde thing glued to the alpha carbon of the other molecule. Right, so if we want to consider then the right-hand side version, we're using the green. Once again, we just cut that off. Redraw our original product, and we glue this lower half right there to our remaining carbonyl. There we go. So we glue it there, and we glue it there.